Hi guys! So today I'm going to be doing my books I read in December video, and guess what? I only read 2 books and I feel like a slacker, and I am making a New Year's resolution to read 100 books this year, which doesn't sound like that much, but honestly, if you divide it up, it's like 8 or 9 books a month, and that's crazy. So, hopefully I can stick with that. If I can't, then, whatever. But today, I'm going to be talking about the books that I read in December. I said that already. The first book that I read this month out of 2 was Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion. And if you guys don't know, Warm Bodies is going to be turned into a movie very soon. On February 1st, it's a movie starring, I don't know where he's from, but I've seen him before and stuff. But the girl that plays one of the main girl character was the girl that was in, I think, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, I'm pretty sure. But this book is basically about a world full of zombies. It's very lighthearted, kind of comedic. It's not as comedic as the trailers for the movie portray it as. It's a lot more serious than the book. But basically it's about this zombie named R, and he's like more alive than the rest of them, and then he goes on a hunt one day to get food, humans. And he meets this girl named Julie, and he saves her by taking her back to the airport where all the zombies live and making her making sure that none of the zombies will harm her, because, if she's on the inside, then there's also a chance that she'll get eaten. I don't really understand the logic behind that, but that's the logic behind Isaac Marion's brain. But I really like the book, and it's basically about, them. It's not really a romance story as much as it's portrayed as in the trailers. I feel like the trailers don't do it justice. It's a lot more serious. It's about, there's these kind of past zombie things called the Bonies, and they'll eat anything. And they're kind of crazy and whatnot, but I really like this book. I would give it a 4. If Isaac Marion came out with anything else, I would read it. I really liked it. It was mediocre writing, really good plot. I think with adventure kind of books kind of things, it doesn't have to be great writing, but it was good writing, don't get me wrong. It was just a 4. Yeah, I give it a 4. The other book that I read is The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, and I'm waiting for the lighting to go all crazy on me because of this lime green. The Perks of Being a Wallflower, if you're not familiar with it, which I doubt you're not familiar with it, I don't even know if that came out right. It's about this boy named Charlie. He's a freshman in high school, and he's writing these letters to an anonymous person. And it's basically about his life, and you have to keep in mind that this book takes place during the 1990s, early 1990s. So it's more candid and kind of, I wouldn't say raunchy. Raunchy is not the right word, but I'm gonna, in lieu of a word that is kind of like raunchy, that's what I'm gonna put, because there are sexual kind of innuendos in there, not immature sexual innuendos, but there's some foul language, some drugs and stuff going on, but it's a really, really good book. I liked it a lot better than I thought I would. I can't talk today, apparently. But Logan Lerman plays Charlie. Emma Watson plays Sam, which, one thing that I didn't really agree with in the movie, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I know that Sam is played by Emma Watson. Sam is supposed to be have this really dark, long hair, kind of hippie-ish, and Emma Watson obviously doesn't have long, dark hair, but to each their own, whatever. And Patrick is played by, I wish I could remember his name. I really wish I could remember his name. What is his name? Ezra Miller. I've never seen anything with Ezra Miller in it, so I wouldn't know, but I really want to see the movie. So The Perks of Being a Wallflower, I would probably give it a 5, because I would read that book again. I really liked it. It is not overhyped at all. I really, really liked it. Those are the books that I read in December, and I kind of just want to quickly throw in the books that I read for November, since I never uploaded a video for that, and I just made something fall, but oh well. Okay, I read 3 books in November, and I'm just going to go through these really quickly and not as in-depth as I did with the other 2, because I don't want this video to be super long. But I read Unholy by Neal Shusterman, which is the second book in the Unwind series, and I'm so excited that Neal Shusterman made this into a trilogy because I hated how Unwind ended. And Unwind was published in 2007, Unholy was published in 2012, so he never meant to make it into a trilogy. He says that in the author's note, but I think so many people were like, we want more, and I was one of those people. I wanted more. His writing is phenomenal. Definitely check it out. Overall, Unholy, I would give it a 5 because I would reread it. I actually liked it more than I liked Unwind, so I can't wait for the third book because I think Neal Shusterman's writing over the past 5 years has gotten better, so can't wait for that. The other book, the second to last book that I'm going to talk about is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and it is awesome. It takes place in the 20s. It's this guy named Nick Carraway is telling the whole story, and of course there's Jay Gatsby, who's like this rich guy who throws these extravagant parties, and there's Daisy Buchanan, who is his long lost, not really long lost, but like former lover, and then she's married to Tom Buchanan, and they have a kid together, and Daisy and Gatsby are like, oh, we love each other, and that book was so sad, and I can't wait to read The Beautiful and Damned, which is another book by him, and I can't wait for the movie, which has Leonardo DiCaprio as Jay Gatsby, Carey Mulligan as Daisy Buchanan, and Tobey Maguire as Nick Carraway. So overall, Great Gatsby, a 5. I had a really good November and December with books. They were really, really good books. Spectacular Now by Tim Tharp is the last book I'm going to talk about. I've never read anything by Tim Tharp until now, and the Spectacular Now is about a boy named Sutter. He's basically like an alcoholic. He drinks a lot, and it kind of ruins his relationships and everything, and it's kind of one of those coming-of-age tales like Perks of Being a Wallflower, but I feel like it's not as depressing. It's kind of more lighthearted, and it's a little bit more relatable to me. It's a little bit more teenager-y than the Perks of Being a Wallflower is, but overall, Spectacular Now is a 5. I would read it again. I would read stuff by him. I loved the book. Loved how it ended. So it's a 5. So I think I said that every single one of these books was a 5 except for Warm Bodies, which was a 4. But they are all well deserved. Check out all of those books. This was probably my favorite past 2 months reading books because I've read so many good books. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that video, and I will talk to you in my next video, which I think is going to be a January book haul. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!